What up, my people? So Dad and I recorded something earlier, but it was quite long, so I'm gonna break it into 2 videos. So at the end of one of these videos, I'm gonna say, oh, I'll do this in the next one, and I probably won't. I also got a ratchety sunburn earlier. Oh, you go ahead. Anyways, they're leaving and I'm walking them out. But we have more content to show you.
Yeah, I'll go back here.
Thanks.
Yeah, how's that? We're all in.
There you go.
So anyways, guys,
Yeah.
say bye to Mom. Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Love you. Bye, Dad. Love you.
I love you too, honey.
Alright, guys. I didn't know that I could ever achieve this level of matchingness because I have my little Jordan sweatsuit on and my skin matches from my sunburn yesterday from walking on the beach with Dad. Anyways, I'm going to my next location. I'm going to stay in Phuket for a little bit, but I'm going about an hour away from where I'm staying to a new location, and I guess we'll be exploring the area together. But I might link this to the dating funny video and then start making some other content. But thank you guys for your continued support and love, and I hope you enjoy Thailand. I don't keep trying to match my face to my clothes on purpose, but it's my first full day, in my new place. And I wanted to hit the gym this morning, but apparently I need some sort of pass, so I'm waiting on that. And I have a migraine. I think it's because of the humidity. It's been pouring rain all morning, like monsoon style. But I got a bike to come down here, like a, the kind that I like to ride, and came down to the closest local beach, and I got the cutest little smoothie bowl. They even put my name in the smoothie bowl made out of dragon fruit. So cute. So anyways, I'm just gonna walk around, probably get some groceries so I'm not eating out every day that I'm here, and explore the area a bit. I'm noticing that the beaches here are really freaking dirty, and the one that I was staying at was really nice. So I guess moment of appreciation for the last beach and its cleanliness. This one's more of a public beach, and it's very dirty. There's even a little minion right here that washed up, I don't know when. But anyways, let's go explore the town a little bit. I'm gonna finish these little dating videos and post those, and then we'll start doing some fun stuff together throughout the next week or so. I have an idea of something that I want to do, and one of the guys in my life is very worried about me doing it, but I think it'll be awesome. So we'll see if I end up going through with my adventurous little idea. But yeah, let's finish these dating videos up, and I have content from when my dad was here that he filmed with me that I'm going to put in these next 2 videos. Then we'll do some more Thailand traveling content. Hi guys. So before you comment that I look really tired or not okay, it's literally just that, wow, I'm realizing because there's a light right here that you can see the dust floating up. I am tired. So Asia is crushing me, apparently. It's 4 hours ahead of Nairobi, and I already went to bed in Nairobi at like 4 a.m., which would be going to bed at 8 a.m. here, which I'm not doing. So weirdly, I've been falling asleep really early, so I've been getting up really early. So I somehow reversed my schedule, but it's messing with me because I work at nights. So I'm seeing one of my clients tonight, which is atypical of my usual schedule. I mixed it up this week because I'm really off with the time zone, so I'm seeing clients on several different days this week. But yeah, anyways, if you're gonna say I look tired, it's because I am, because I've been up since 4. But it's good though, because I've actually been sleeping. I've been sleeping like 8 to 4. And I wake up a few times in between, but overall that's much more sleep than I've been getting the whole time I've been here. It's just a wonky little childish bedtime, and it leaves me waking up very early. So I need to stay awake. I'm waiting for some food to come. It's raining, so I didn't go anywhere. But waiting for some food to come, and I need to stay awake. So I was like, hey, let me finish this video. So again, my dad and I recorded a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna put it at the end of this video and the end of the next so that this makes sense. But this dating video that I was doing was gonna be about the poll that I took on Instagram. I asked females, what is your biggest ick? Which basically, for those who maybe have never heard of that term, because I feel like it's a younger generational thing that people say, just icky, like ew. What's something that's grosses you out about a guy, basically? And some of my guys answered it too, so I'll give you guys those. And then also I let guys ask dating questions for girls because, like I said, my bros out here need some help. So my dad's pretty freaking hilarious. I asked him if he would film some of this with me, and he goes, can I say whatever I want? And I was like, hello? That's like the theme of this channel. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's start with some icks, shall we? Hey, the first one I completely agree with. Men who watch porn thinking it isn't cheating. So wrong. This is someone's ick. Maybe they watch my channel. I'm not really sure, but I have very strong feelings about pornography myself. I try to not talk about such controversial things sometimes because I don't want anyone to feel judged. But for me, it's a fat no for several reasons. One being, in the career field I work in, I have experiences very close to like human trafficking or strong feelings on that topic, and sex trafficking. So yeah, I'm very anti-porn for several reasons. Anyways, someone else said, when a man wants to take you on a date but expects you to pay for some things, that's someone's ick. For me, I probably would disagree with that. Like, I'm okay splitting. Now, if you show up and you just want to be like, you pay, what? No. I'll pay for myself if you're going to be some type of way. But I will say it's not a green flag. I think, like, I would prefer someone who wants to be more traditional. And if you're the one asking me on a date, like, yeah, as a girl, since I'm giving advice, I don't want to sound bratty, but as a girl, I would say preference would be you pay for a date. It feels nice to be treated that way, but if you can't, I would say just make your intentions clear. Like, hey, I want to go 50-50, whatever, but you better not be expecting someone else to pay for a date that you asked them on. And also, that goes both ways, though. Like, as much as I think traditional gender roles, like, there's something to it in terms of the men paying, I also think, like, women should want to spoil their men as well, and some women might disagree with me, but I feel like guys deserve some love as well. Like, yeah, it can be that way most of the time if that's something you agree upon, but I think it's nice to do sweet things for the man in your life too and make him feel spoiled as well. That's just something that I care about. This person said, my ick is lies. And and I act stupid to see how far they'll go all the time. Oof, you're better than me, girl. I can't act stupid. If you lie, you're getting called out. Like, yeah, I'm confrontational. So I'm not an avoidant. I can't just like watch, but good for you. But yeah, actually 100%, that's probably one of my biggest icks as well, is someone who lies. This one's very judgmental, and I know who this is very well. This one just says, if you aren't dating to marry, you are a tool. Pay attention to trends and do better next time. I don't think you're a tool if you're not dating to marry, but like, if the other person makes it very clear that they're dating for marriage, then yeah, like, don't waste someone's time. And hopefully you guys have the same intentions, and if you don't, you probably shouldn't be together. You're not very compatible. Okay, so these are so funny, honestly. Okay. Someone else's ick. Men with long nails, especially the pinky. Like, what? Ew. That's what it says. Honestly, though, like, I think it's just a Coke nail. Because, like, what else are you using? By the way, peep my manicure that I got yesterday. I think it's so cute, actually. And I had stopped getting my nails done in Kenya because it's not my lady's fault. I love my lady so much. It's the gel. It doesn't last there. But these are my natural little gel nails. Lisa. Okay. It's like, it kind of blends in with my skin, I realized. But I thought it was a little more whitish, sparkly. Anyways, okay. Little squirrel moment. Yeah, cut your nails, like, yuck. Also, I don't even think I have to go into why that's important if you're in a relationship. Okay, one of my friends said, it's a guy who answered this, and he's married. He said, feminine men. My wife and I agree that that's an ick. Here's what I think it is. I think people can chalk it up to being feminine is like a turnoff, but I don't want to misconstrue that. Like, I think that a man needs to be in touch with his feminine side as well. Like, I think all humans have a masculine and feminine energy, and I think that the most masculine men are very soft, especially with women and children, and that can be taken as femme. I don't view it that way, but I think it's really important for a female to feel like you can put her in her feminine energy by being masculine, but I also think that you have to be in tune with your feminine side as well. I'm very sure that not all of you are going to agree with that, but that's just my perspective. Okay, lies, pretense, negative energy. Lies, again, a lot of lies in here. I like that because I really care about honesty a lot. Rudeness to waiters and guards. Totally agree. Oh my gosh. If I see you be rude to someone, really anyone, but someone in the... I'm really wondering what's on my lip. If I see you be rude to someone, anyone, it's just such a turn off. Like, that shows me that you don't have manners and that you're probably going to be impatient or snappy with me as well. Dirty people, a personal hygiene, low intellectual capacity, dishonesty, not providing. Okay, just to name a few. I would say my biggest icks, me personally, are when someone is really competitive. I'm really unattracted to that. Arrogance for me is hideous. Like, I've always said that confidence is hot and cockiness is ugly. Like, ugh. You come in here with like the I'm better than you energy. I think that's why I don't appreciate if someone were to treat someone else poorly, because it's like they're acting like they're better than them. I don't like that at all. But what else is my biggest ick? Definitely just inauthenticity. Like, whether it's lies or like pretending you're something that you're not. I just don't vibe with that. So anyways, okay. This will keep me awake enough for now, because now I'm going to edit this video and add some of the clips from my dad and I, and then I'll include the rest of the icks and the rest of our questions in the next video. And definitely stay tuned for the dad and daughter dating advice, because my dad did not have a filter and I love it. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. We listen and we don't judge. Repeat after me, it's an exercise.
We listen and we don't judge.
This question says, sex on the first night?
That's what you get. You get to kiss the ring on that one. As a dad, if you're thinking about that, you're a selfish idiot. Okay, so not judging you. but just telling you what I think about you. So it's not a judgment. It's
I
just,
wouldn't say selfish idiot, but I would say you're really not playing the long game, and it gives me the ick. Because if you want to have sex with me on the first night, me specifically, I'm going to be thinking you're having sex with lots of girls the first day you meet them, which to me makes you cheap.
Cheap and probably diseased, no offense. You probably have some STDs, and you better not think you're ever going to give that to my daughter. So
yeah, that's just not my thing. But
she's a healthy person. Don't spread your filth with my daughter. Don't do that.
My client says, you'll like this one, my client says don't yuck someone's yum.
Yeah, I like that. Don't yuck someone's yum.
Meaning, like, don't shit on someone's thing that they like, even if it's not for you. So in this case, no judgment from me. If you sleep with someone the first night, maybe that ends up being your future wife. I just don't think the odds are in your favor on that one.
Well, and here's the thing. There's probably lots of people, so I'll talk to men. There's lots of men that want to do that, and that's normal that you want to. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand what it's like to be physically motivated and attracted to someone. And when you're married, of course, you want that with your wife. If you're like most men, way more often than she wants it with you. Most men. That's probably true. So there are exceptions. There is. But there's women who like to be dealt with in that way, too. They want to meet a guy and go have sex with him the first night. Some women, there are some.
They don't want to date you if they do that, though. Probably.
Yeah, probably not. But I think most women don't want that. Most women. And I don't, this is just what I think. I think generally, and this is a big overarching statement I'm going to make, but I think if you are trying to do that with as many women as you can, you really don't care about women. You really care about yourself.
I think you're lacking self-worth as well.
Yeah, and you are lacking self-worth. You're finding your happiness in something, which is obviously very enjoyable for humans, right? So, and needed for us to procreate and keep the world populated, right? We understand all that, and it's pleasurable, duh. So there's all that, but you really are lacking probably something, whether it's self-worth or respect for yourself and others. I just don't think it's a good way to live. And again, it's a good way to get sick, okay? It is a good way to get sick, and you might use protection and all that,
but
real.
It's still... You don't know where that thing has been.
Yeah, yuck. Gross, disgusting.
Okay, here's a good one for you.
Okay.
How should one handle their partner's guy friends, especially the ex-flings? I'm a very special case, I think, on this one. But in general, let's hear your man reasoning.
Well, as a married man, I personally wouldn't want, mom's ex-boyfriends would be very long ago, right? Like 30 years ago or whatever. So, I would say early in our marriage, I definitely would not have wanted those guys hanging around. That's weird. Like, I don't want you hanging around, man. This is my woman. You lost. Sorry.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner is right here. El Jefe. So go away. Like, you have no business here anymore, friend.
For me,
that's what I would say.
I'm very anti-be friends with the ex, because why would I be friends with my ex? I feel like it's not respectful of my future partner.
Right.
So if I'm in a relationship, I won't even talk to anyone that I have any sort of history with. Like, even if a dude has kissed me before, he's cut off if I have a boyfriend. So as much as people don't think I'm boundary because I have a lot of guy friends or they see me around a lot of guys, I don't actually have that many guy friends. It's just when I'm single, I don't care who I hang out with, guy or girl, it doesn't matter to me. Then as soon as I have a boyfriend, I'd say I'm one of the most boundary girls there is. Like, I cut you off, you're not allowed to talk to me, I won't talk to you at all. Because I feel like it's disrespecting my partner.
Yeah, but I agree.
Yeah, like, and I also, in the past, when I have guy friends and I'm in a relationship, I make sure that my partner knows the guy friends, and there's usually only 2 or 3. And it also means they've never hit on me, they've never tried to make a move on me, they're strictly friends. So if your girl is out there being friends with guys that she has history with, I find it shady, honestly.
Yeah, I don't like it. And I don't think it makes you feel good. And so if it doesn't make you feel good, you shouldn't do it to her either. You shouldn't be hanging around with your old girlfriends or maintaining those relationships, even if it's just through social media channels,
like,
texting or Instagram or Snapchatting, any of that. You shouldn't be staying in touch with them. Like, why are you with the person you're with if you're trying to keep your foot in the pond over there? I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
And you could say, well, we had history together and we're just friends now. But that just adds, to me, layers of complexity to your current romantic relationship that don't help it along. Like, what's your real motivation there? And are you really all in on the relationship that you're in with if you're trying to stay in a relationship that you used to have, even as friends? That's just what I'm saying.
If I was dating a guy and he said he's cool with his ex, I'm cool with that. Like, you can be cool with it. But if you're friends with your ex, I just find it to be weird. Like, I don't think most guys want their girls to be friends with their exes. So I'm just giving the same respect that I would expect someone would want from me.
Agreed. And hope you guys can hear this, because obviously there is a little bit of yard work happening down below. We can hear these weed whacker guys. But I think you can hear us. All right. We got a couple more.
This one says, why do girls replace
My double chin's really showing off here.
You have crazy angles. Why do girls replace easily? I take this as once they break up with someone, maybe they get with someone quickly. I'll tell you as a girl, and he can attest to this, girls don't grieve after the breakup. They usually grieve and process before the breakup. By the time a girl is done with you, she's so done. And usually I think girls break up with guys more than guys break up with girls, because, at least in my case, I've given so many chances, and then by the time I'm finally emotionally detached, it's in the relationship. It happens over time. Then by the time I'm ending the relationship, I'm pretty over it. Like, that's why I would say maybe girls replace easily. I think it's not healthy. I think you should be single for a while after you're coming from a relationship, but I think everyone heals in their own time, and I think girls tend to process during the relationship more than maybe a guy processes after. Do you agree?
I agree with that, actually. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, couple more, guys. Couple more.
How do you know if a girl really loves you?
Well, I think I kind of spoke to it earlier. I think she'll stay with you through the hard times, like through your own shortcomings or idiosyncrasies. I have plenty of those. So I know my wife loves me because she, puts up with me. Like, I'm not perfect, and I bring a lot of my own past and habits and different things, and she loves me anyways, and she sticks with me through it all. So again, I talked a little bit earlier too about like supporting your passions, even if they're not a passion of your partner's. Like, someone who supports my passions, even though maybe they're not passionate about it, that also shows love to me.
Okay. Yeah, for me, you'll know. If I don't love you, you will know. And I would say I don't fall in love easily. I could be interested in you easily, probably, but then I get disinterested very quickly as well. But love, that's a strong word. I would only say that I think I really felt strongly about one of the people I've been with, and then that ended up biting me in the ass. So I would say I even question that. I don't think I've experienced true love, because I think true love goes both ways, and I don't think I've had that to the fullest yet. What gifts do you want, if not flowers or traditional basic gifts? Me, gifts is not my love language.
Nor mine, so we're bad people to ask.
Yeah, take me on an experience.
Same.
I want to go to a baseball game, or like a sporting event of some sort, or like a nice sushi date. Like, I'd rather have experiences than things. I'm not very materialistic.
Yeah. I want to go to Thailand. Take me to Thailand.
Yeah, for real.
I love it here.
Do you manage to talk, this is a good one, oh, I'm proud of him. Do you manage to talk about expectations before dating?
Oh yeah, I think that's a good...
Or do you manage / talk about expectations? Me, I do.
Yeah, I think it's good, and I think that comes down to what your intentions are.
Yeah, if you're dating towards marriage, I think it's very unfair to go into a relationship. This person has no idea that you expect this thing, and then all of a sudden you drop it on them like, oh, this is a deal breaker for me, and now you're doing this. I think you need to make sure that your deal breakers aren't already taking place before you're dating, and if they are, that's probably not your person, because I don't think someone should change for you.
Agreed.
I like that question, actually. Oh, this one's a good one, but I don't know how to explain it. This one says, me, I want to date you. Also someone I don't know.
Yeah, you think you want to date her. You don't know her.
Why?
Yeah, you like the way she looks and the way she sounds in her videos.
Yeah.
And some of the things she maybe even says, but you don't really know her.
Which are very authentic to me.
Yeah.
I'm very much the same in person and on video, but yeah, you don't know anything about my story.
Yes.
Why can't some girls cut off their exes? We were kind of talking about this before.
I don't know. Bad habits, right? Another saying. El Jefe's full of sayings. First we make our habits, then our habits make us, right? If you have bad habits in any part of your life, you probably, it's you're stuck in your habits. And so relationships sometimes are no different. You might have just bad relationship habits. You get into hurtful situations, you're attracted to the wrong type of person, and you keep going back to the hurt for whatever reason. You probably need to go to therapy and work through some of that stuff. Whether you're a man or a woman, and go into the wrong people all the time. Don't be with people who are bad to you, who hurt you, or who don't make you better. Like, it's just not good to be with those kind of people.
We'll end with this one. And this is funny, but probably some people really need to know this.
Okay.
Does size matter?
Gosh. I think guys really believe yes. What I've read is no. I've read this stuff before that women say no.
Well, they say the motion in the ocean.
Yeah, all that stuff. But here's one thing I know, because I work in healthcare. I've been in a lot of surgeries in my days. I've seen a lot of naked people, men and women. So before they get draped and all that, So, you're not in the room usually before that happens. Anyways, but you still, sometimes the surgeon says, come on in, and they're not draped, and you're like, oh my gosh. So all that to say, the bell curve of size is very concentrated between 95% of guys are about the same. It's pretty close. So yes, there are some there's some micros out there, and there's some macros, but there's very
size
small.
Matters for those ones.
Yeah. Like if you got
shrimp.
2.5, 3 inches of nothingness, like that's. I'm sorry for you. By the way, you can have a surgery for that. There again, since I know a lot about surgery, that's the doctors a lot of times, and in the world today, because it's so surgically motivated and people can fix so many things about themselves. No, and men all think they want to be bigger and more. That's just how men think.
I know, this is just so funny because people are gonna be like, you talk about this with your dad. Dad and I talk about everything. We're like actually friends.
Yeah, we can talk about this. We're both adults here.
Who gives a
But I wasn't anticipating. I didn't know this was the question coming. I did not know. So you saw how smoothly I reacted. But I just do know that 90 or 95% of guys are within a very tight range of size.
And it's a wives' tale that feet translates to size.
Yeah, that's actually scientifically not proven. Proven to not be true. And again,
or tall guys.
And I'll just tell you, this is the American system. I don't know centimeters, but the 90 to 95% of guys are somewhere just under 6 or to about 6.5. So it's like the difference is
it's
half an inch.
4.5 to 5 is the average in the world, I think.
No, it's more than that.
This is funny that you know this.
Maybe in Asia. No, I didn't say that out loud. I do think that there's some variance by countries, but I know a lot about health facts. I don't know, I can't say for sure that I know all this, but I do know that 90 to 95% of men are in that pretty tight range, within a half an inch to an inch. So whether that's 4.75 to 6 or 5 to 6.25, it's like an inch and a quarter.
To me, size matters because those situations are going to matter. I
imagine it's hard for the woman to feel that. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll do the icks in a separate video because this ended up being really long.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for your participation.
Anytime.
Like and subscribe, guys, for more dad-daughter dating answers.
Straight to you from Thailand.
Straight to you.
Kap kun krap for watching.
Thanks for your questions.
What do you say to the people?
Kap kun ka.
How do you say it?
Kap kun ka.
Kap kun ka. That's how they say it. All right. Peace out.